So maybe you've had an idea bouncing around in your head for quite some time and you really want to make a film about it, but you don't know where to start. Or maybe you've made a film before and you just need a little motivation. Well, today I'm going to share with you guys 8 steps to helping you get your indie film project off the ground and running. And all of this information can be found in even greater detail in my Indie Filmmakers Pocket Guide, which is a 100% free resource that you can download by either following the QR code on the screen or following the link in the description below. Now let's get started. The first step in any creation process is going to be coming up with your ideas. Ideas can come from anything: a location, an actor you saw on TV, maybe you watched something or listened to some music that inspired you, or maybe you're like me and you had some crazy dream and you kept playing it over and over again in your head and you eventually ended up with some weird story that you wanted to make. We never know when ideas are going to hit us, but when it comes to making indie film projects or no budget film projects, the key to making these things successfully is to come up with ideas that utilize the free resources that we already have available to us. Take stock of everything you have available, whether that's your smartphone that you want to use as your camera, or maybe you don't have any lights and you need to focus on writing a story that takes place in natural lighting, or maybe you want to do like I've done several times, and that's make a film all by yourself with no cast and crew, starring in and filming your own film. The key takeaway here is to not make a story that's beyond your means. If you write a story that starts incorporating things that you don't have access to or you don't have the money to purchase, then you're going to end up hitting a brick wall and your project is probably not going to get finished. So the simpler the story you make that uses more of the resources that you already have available to you, the more likely your film project is going to get finished. Up next is scripting your story out, and that could be either writing a traditional script if your film is going to have a lot of dialogue between characters, or you could do storyboarding so you can figure out the compositions and the looks of every shot. And you don't have to be a great artist either. You can just draw stick figures. As long as you know what you're trying to convey in your storyboards, that's all that matters. Or you can do like I do a lot, and that's just write out a shot list. It really helps having everything in a list format. You can see everything that's going to be in your film. You don't miss anything. And then sometimes you can even mark things off the list if something's not working or the pacing feels off. The key here is to stay organized and to have a great grasp on what needs to be in the film so that it makes sense and you get all the shots you need. And it also helps to group your shots together so you make sure you get everything at the same time and you're not wasting time, whether that's locations or if you need to shoot everything in certain kind of weather or with certain actors. It just really helps the whole process to stay more organized and everything runs a lot more smoothly. Once you have your story written, you're going to start looking at potential cast and crewmates that can help you make your film. If you're doing it by yourself, great, you can skip this step. But maybe you need to reach out to family members, or maybe you know some people that might make great actors. This is a part where it might help to have a pitch deck so you can convey your ideas to your potential cast and crew more effectively and help them get excited about what you're trying to do. Explain to them character motivations, explain to them the themes and the moods of the project, all that great stuff. You just want to get them excited about being a part of your film. And once you have the people, it's time to check out locations that can be in your film. Hopefully you followed my recommendation in step 1 and you're using locations that you already have available to you for free. If not, and you need a specific location, be sure to reach out on social media. Ask your family and friends if they have anything that matches what you're looking for. Or you can even call up your local chamber of commerce, find out who owns a specific location, and see if they will allow you to shoot there for free, hopefully. Just make sure you're not doing anything illegal, you're not breaking into someone's property and filming in places you shouldn't be filming. Up next, it's going to be time to get together with your cast and crew, rehearse this thing, block it out, be sure you're feeding everybody for their time, and you just want to go through the various scenes in the film, explain to the actors the motivations for their characters and what you're expecting out of their performance. Make sure you walk through all of the camera movement that's going to be going on. Just have fun, don't get stressed out, and make sure everybody goes home excited and proud about being a part of your project. Once you're satisfied with everything that you filmed, you've watched it on the day of, and you made sure you don't need to go back and do any reshoots or anything like that, thank everyone for their time, call it a wrap, and then head home and start the editing process. Now, the editing process is where a lot of people get really intimidated. If you're not familiar with editing software, this can be a really daunting task to learn how to use this software and make your own film. There's a lot of free and really easy to use editing software out there. You can use DaVinci Resolve, you can use CapCut, a lot of people use iMovie, but if you're serious and dedicated about being a filmmaker, I would recommend picking a a software of your choice, whichever one speaks to you. Start learning it. There's no better way to learn than actually just getting in there, getting your hands dirty, rolling your sleeves up, and trying to learn this software through trial and error. And during the editing process, this is when you're going to add sound effects, music, color grading, everything that's going to make your project have a cohesive and unified mood, theme, and look. This is one of the most exciting parts of the process for me. It's just so amazing watching how much a difference sound and sound effects can make in your film. Step 7 is where you're going to share your film with the world. Don't be afraid of criticism. Once you put your film out on social media, or you're sharing it on YouTube or Vimeo, whatever you decide to do, don't be afraid of any feedback that you get. Use that stuff to help you learn and get better. If you're proud of your work, you can try to enter it in film festivals on something like Film Freeway. I have a tutorial here on the channel for that. Or maybe you just want to share it with your close friends and family. Whatever you choose to do, don't be afraid to share your work and get feedback about it. And that brings us to our last step, and that is learning from the process and repeating the process all over again. Take everything you learned while making this film, all the good, the bad, the things that made it hard on you, the things that made it easy. Take all that stuff into consideration, and maybe after you've got your first film under your belt, you can start looking at adding a few things to your tool belt and your arsenal. Maybe you want to get a light, maybe you want to upgrade your microphone. Do it one step at a time. Each film you make, try to improve the process by increments. Add a new tool to your arsenal and try to make another film. And every time you do that, your films are going to get better and better. You're going to be getting feedback, criticism about your work. You can take all that stuff to heart. You're going to take all of these learning situations and all the process, you're going to put it right back into your next film, and you're hopefully going to keep doing it over and over again because you love it so much. Don't forget, I cover all of this stuff in even more detail in my Indie Filmmakers Pocket Guide, which is 100% free. Scan the QR code or follow the link in the description, download that and enjoy. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it beneficial. My name is Ryan, this is Camp Films, and I will see you on the next video.